Actually, good morning everybody. Good morning. Today's episode is all about give is gain and how we can give that little bit extra and how it can benefit us. So I want to give a quick story about my own little bit of giver's gain, which I experienced in the last couple of years. So a couple of years ago we had a phone call for somebody who wanted some work done in central London, a little job, a little bit of brick cleaning. Went down, met the guy, he was a builder, and basically got the job. We'd done the job, steam cleaned some brickwork, and then that was all good, he was all happy with the job. And a couple of weeks later I got a phone call saying, oh, I've made a bit of a mistake, I missed an area, it was my fault, is there any way you guys can swing back? So it was a couple of hours work and he basically wanted a freebie. Who's ever had a client that wanted a freebie? Who's ever had a client that's promised loads of more work if you've given that freebie? How many times has that materialised? Not very often, right? So I was a bit sceptical, so it was a bit of a hard decision, but in the end I decided, okay, we're just going to do it. We're just going to go back, get it done, even though we're really busy. It was really difficult for us to do it. We've done it. And roll on a couple of years, he's now one of our best clients, and he's given us lots and lots of work. The members in the room remember that Virgin Hangar job, that came through him. Our guys are currently on a school today down in Egham, cleaning roofs for him. So basically that's my little story about giver's gain. Sometimes giving that little bit extra than you're paid for can pay off. And that's what this video and this audio is all about as well. But I want you to listen to this. It's a guy called Jim Rohn. Who's heard of Jim Rohn?
Yeah.
One of the best in the personal development space, coach of Tony Robbins. And if you could just listen to this message and see how you can relate it back to your BNI membership and how you can relate it back to your business. I think the space bar should get it going. Hopefully. Yeah.
My father taught me way back, son, always do more than what you get paid for. Now, some individuals might argue with that. They'd say, no, you're going to mess up the whole program. I know they're wrong. In my own self-interest, I did what my father taught me, to always do more than I got paid for. Why? To make an investment in my future. Do more than you get paid for to make an investment in your future. And it's paid off for me. If you're wanting that big promotion, are you going to go up to your boss and say, just give it to me? I'll work harder if you just give me that promotion. No, it doesn't work that way. You've got to do more in your current position so that you get noticed, so you stand out from everybody else. So the boss says, hey, we've got this position opening up and I think we should give it to Nancy. She does so much more than we expect. Just imagine what she'll do if we give her this promotion. You've got to do more than you're paid for. You've got to. It's an investment in your future. It's one thing to make a sale. I'm telling you, if you make a sale, you'll make a living. All of us have found ways to make a living. What got interesting for me early on was to figure out ways to make a fortune. You'd say, well, Mr. Rohn, how would I deserve to make a fortune? It's easy. Render fortunes of service. People will do things you cannot believe for people who give them good service. Here's one of the greatest gifts you can give anybody, the gift of attention. In return, they will do extraordinary things for your career. Take you by the hand and lead you to more people than you could meet by yourself. Always do more than you get paid for.
Cool, so Jim Rohn goes on to speak about sowing the seed. So sometimes, like farmers, you have to sow the seed and it's a while before you reap the harvest. So I wonder, how can we relate that back to BNI? So giving more than we're paid for. But in BNI, it's being more than a 90-minute member, giving more than just the minimum. So sowing the seed before reaping the benefits. Who's ever met a person who's been a BNI before and they said, oh, that didn't really work for me? Possibly they didn't sow any seeds, possibly they just turned up to the meeting every week, they'd done it for a year, they didn't do many one-to-ones, they didn't go to many trainings, and then at the end of the year they said, oh, I tried that BNI, didn't do it.
I met a member 2 weeks
Didn't really work for me. Yeah.
So yeah, I see the same.
You see them all the time, right? So how can we sow more seeds? How can we give more? So here's a few ideas. How about more inviting, more following up, more one-to-ones, more subbing, more referrals, more testimonials. Anything else, or have I covered all the? How can we give more? Anything else?
Yeah, you can take more part in the chapter.
Take more part, have a role in the chapter, absolutely. Then you get more visibility and everything.
Training.
More training. Fantastic. So guys, what seeds are you sowing this week? How are you doing more than the bare minimum in your business and in your BNI chapter? There's a picture of me and that guy that I mentioned in the story. We've become good friends now and he's one of our best clients. All because I gave that little bit extra than we were paid for. Thanks for listening. Have a great week.